In the vast silence of the ocean, where nations rise and empires fall, there sails a force not just built of steel, but of spirit, sacrifice, and sovereign will. This is not just about ships and weapons. This is about a vision forged in fire, discipline, and divine purpose. India's carrier group isn't just a fleet. It's a message written on water, speaking to every ally, every rival, every soul watching the tides of destiny shift. Stay with me, because what you're about to witness is more than power. It's the awakening of a nation's voice in the language of the seas. India stands among a very small group of nations that operate more than one aircraft carrier. This dual carrier capability significantly enhances the country's maritime strength, reach, and ability to sustain operations across vast oceanic distances. At the heart of this capability are INS Vikrant and INS Vikramaditya, two distinct but complementary symbols of India's naval ambition and technological evolution. INS Vikramaditya is a modified Kiev-class carrier acquired from Russia and commissioned into the Indian Navy in 2013. It serves as a fully operational platform, capable of launching and recovering fighter aircraft at sea. Over the years, it has formed the core of India's power projection in the Indian Ocean region, housing MiG-29K fighter jets and a range of helicopters for surveillance, anti-submarine warfare, and search and rescue missions. INS Vikrant, on the other hand, represents a significant leap in indigenous capability. It is India's first domestically built aircraft carrier, developed by Cochin Shipyard Limited under the Indian Navy's Project 71. Commissioned in 2022, INS Vikrant carries a similar air wing of MiG-29KS and is designed with modern technologies including an advanced air traffic control system, an integrated bridge system, and a high degree of automation. Having two carriers in operation allows the Indian Navy to maintain one carrier available for deployment while the other undergoes maintenance or upgrades. This ensures continuous maritime air coverage, especially in a region as strategically sensitive as the Indian Ocean. The ability to sustain operations from either coast also provides operational flexibility. With one carrier capable of responding to threats in the Arabian Sea and the other in the Bay of Bengal, India can cover both its eastern and western maritime frontiers effectively. A carrier by itself is a powerful asset, but its true strength lies in the formation that surrounds and protects it, the Carrier Battle Group, often referred to as a CBG. This formation is the backbone of naval power projection, and in the case of the Indian Navy, it is a carefully structured and heavily armed ensemble of warships, submarines, aircraft, and support vessels operating in unison. At the center of the group is the aircraft carrier, either INS Vikrant or INS Vikramaditya, acting as the floating airbase. It launches fighter jets and helicopters that perform air dominance, reconnaissance, strike, and anti-submarine operations. Surrounding the carrier are multiple destroyers such as the Kolkata class and Visakhapatnam class, which are equipped with advanced radar systems and surfaced, where missile batteries to defend against aerial and missile threats. Frigates like the Shivalik class serve as multi-role combatants capable of engaging surface, underwater, and aerial targets. They add layers of defense and increase the group's strike capabilities. Submarines, often nuclear, powered or diesel-electric, operate in stealth beneath the surface to detect and neutralize enemy submarines or ships, securing the underwater perimeter of the group. Support vessels, including fleet tankers and supply ships, accompany the battle group to provide fuel, ammunition, and logistics, allowing the CBG to sustain long-term operations far from home ports. Additionally, airborne early warning helicopters and maritime patrol aircraft extend the group's situational awareness by monitoring threats over hundreds of kilometers. Each element of the carrier battle group is designed to protect the carrier and enhance its offensive reach. The ships operate with synchronized command and control systems, sharing data in real time, ensuring quick response to any threat from the air, surface, or undersea. This layered defense structure turns the entire formation into a floating fortress. The offensive strength of an aircraft carrier is defined largely by its air wing. the fleet of combat aircraft and helicopters that operate from its flight deck. In India's carrier battle groups, the current frontline carrier-based fighter is the MiG-29K, a twin-engine multi-role aircraft developed for naval operations. These jets are specifically designed to take off from short runways, land on moving decks, and operate in challenging maritime environments. The MiG-29K is capable of carrying out a wide range of missions, including air superiority, ground attack, anti-ship strikes, and reconnaissance. Armed with a variety of missiles, bombs, and precision-guided munitions, it can engage both aerial and surface targets with deadly efficiency. Its radar and avionics systems are optimized for detecting and tracking multiple targets in difficult sea conditions, giving the carrier group vital air dominance over large maritime zones. India is also preparing for the future by developing an indigenous replacement, the twin-engine deck-based fighter, or TEDV. This new generation fighter is being designed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL) and is expected to be lighter, more agile, and better suited to carrier operations. It will be equipped with advanced stealth features, electronic warfare systems, and a higher weapons payload, all tailored to Indian Navy requirements. Helicopters such as the MH-60R Seahawk and the domestic HAL-DH RUV also form part of the air wing, handling roles like anti-submarine warfare, search and rescue, and logistics support. These aircraft extend the carrier's sensor range and add multiple layers of defense and operational flexibility. Together, the combination of proven aircraft like the MiG-29K and future platforms like TEDV ensures that India's carriers can project power in air, sea, and land domains with precision, versatility, and resilience. India's carrier groups play a pivotal role in asserting sea control and establishing strategic deterrence across the Indian Ocean region. This region is one of the most critical maritime zones in the world, through which a significant portion of global trade and energy supplies transit. Control over these waters directly impacts regional stability and international maritime security. A carrier battle group allows India to project military power far beyond its shores, ensuring presence in strategically important choke points like the Strait of Hormuz, the Strait of Malacca, and the Sunday Strait. The ability to deploy a fully equipped naval air force anywhere in the region gives India not just reach but influence. This presence acts as a deterrent to hostile actions and reinforces India's status as a major maritime power. Sea control is not just about dominance in combat, but also about ensuring safe passage for commercial shipping, deterring piracy, and responding to humanitarian crises or natural disasters. The Indian Navy's capacity to do this is amplified through its carrier groups, which serve as mobile command centers capable of coordinating multiple naval and aerial assets across vast distances. Strategically, the existence of powerful carrier groups signals to adversaries that India has the capability and the will to protect its national interests in contested waters. It sends a clear message that any threat to India's maritime sovereignty or sea lines of communication will be met with immediate and decisive action. Carrier groups provide persistent surveillance, rapid response, and a credible threat of offensive action, making them a key component of national defense strategy. As geopolitical competition intensifies in the Indo-Pacific, India's ability to maintain sea control through its carrier groups becomes increasingly vital to shaping the balance of power in the region. One of the most critical and complex aspects of naval warfare is anti-submarine warfare (ASW). Submarines, especially nuclear-powered ones, can pose a severe threat to any naval fleet if not detected and neutralized early. India's carrier groups are equipped with a robust and layered ASW capability designed to protect the fleet from underwater threats and maintain control over vital sea lanes. Central to India's ASW strength are its multi-role destroyers and frigates, such as the Visakhapatnam class and Shivalik class warships. These vessels are equipped with advanced sonar systems, torpedoes, and anti-submarine rocket launchers that can detect and engage enemy submarines operating in deep or shallow waters. Their towed array sonar systems and variable depth Sonars provide the ability to monitor vast underwater spaces with high accuracy. Supporting these surface ships are ASW helicopters like the MH-60R Seahawk, which are equipped with dipping sonars, sonobuoys, and torpedoes. These helicopters can be deployed from the carrier or escort ships and provide a mobile and rapid response to submarine detections. They greatly extend the ASW coverage of the carrier group, allowing threats to be identified and engaged well beyond the fleet's immediate vicinity. In addition to surface and airborne assets, India operates submarines such as the Kalvari, class Scorpene type, and is developing nuclear-powered attack submarines. These can patrol the flanks of a carrier group or operate ahead of it, hunting enemy submarines and providing intelligence on potential threats. India also employs maritime patrol aircraft like the P-8I Poseidon, which can cover thousands of kilometers and is equipped with advanced radars, magnetic anomaly detectors, and anti-submarine weapons. Operating from shore bases, these aircraft complement the carrier group by providing wide area surveillance and strike capabilities against submerged threats. India's carrier group strength is deeply rooted in its growing indigenous defense capabilities. Developing and deploying homegrown technologies not only enhances operational independence, but also ensures that systems are tailored to the specific needs and strategic vision of the Indian Navy. This self-reliance is a key factor that makes the carrier group more flexible, adaptive, and sustainable over the long term. A prime example is the construction of INS Vikrant, India's first indigenously built aircraft carrier. Designed by the Directorate of Naval Design and built by Cochin Shipyard Limited, it represents a major milestone in India's shipbuilding capabilities. The integration of advanced systems such as an indigenous combat management system, integrated platform management systems, and locally produced radar and electronic warfare suites highlight the depth of domestic expertise. In addition to the carrier itself, many of the weapons and systems deployed on ships and aircraft are developed within India. The BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, co-developed with Russia, is a flagship example of a high-speed, precision strike weapon system that can be launched from ships, submarines, and aircraft. Indian destroyers and frigates equipped with BrahMos provide a significant strike edge to the carrier battle group. Efforts are also underway to develop indigenous aircraft for carrier operations, such as the twin-engine deck-based fighter TED. This program, led by the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL), aims to replace imported fighters with a domestically designed jet tailored for naval conditions. Moreover, India is strengthening its electronic warfare, sonar, and radar systems through domestic innovation. These systems are essential for threat detection, communication, and battle management in a carrier group environment. The continued focus on self-reliant defense production allows the Indian Navy to modernize while reducing dependence on foreign suppliers, even in high-tech and mission-critical areas. India's carrier groups are not only symbols of national strength, but also tools of strategic influence that extend far beyond the country's immediate maritime borders. Their ability to operate across vast distances allows India to exert power and presence across the Indian Ocean region and into the wider Indo-Pacific. This extended reach supports India's vision of being a net security provider in the region and enhances its role in maintaining global maritime stability. The Indian Ocean is a major artery of global trade and energy flow, and any disruption in this region can have far-reaching consequences. With carrier groups capable of sustained deployment, India can respond quickly to regional crises, whether they involve conflict, piracy, natural disasters, or threats to international shipping. These groups can operate from both Eastern and Western naval commands, covering strategic choke points such as the Strait of Hormuz, the Malacca Strait, and the Mozambique Channel. India's growing naval capability is also strengthened by its international partnerships. Strategic collaborations with countries such as the United States, Japan, Australia, and France enhance interoperability, and foster joint training and operations. Exercises like Malabar, Varuna, and Osendex allow the Indian Navy to operate alongside major powers, improving coordination and showcasing its ability to lead or support multilateral missions. Through the Quad Alliance and other regional frameworks, India's carrier groups become instruments of collective deterrence, contributing to the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific. Port calls, joint patrols, and humanitarian missions further amplify India's diplomatic and military presence. By combining indigenous strength with international cooperation, India's carrier groups function not only as military assets, but as strategic platforms that support foreign policy goals, protect maritime commons, and promote regional security architecture aligned with democratic and rules-based order. India's carrier groups are more than just naval formations. They are a symbol of sovereign strength, technological progress, and strategic foresight. With twin aircraft carriers at the core, backed by a formidable battle group, advanced air wings, powerful anti-submarine capabilities, and a growing network of global partnerships, India has positioned itself as a dominant maritime force. As the Indo-Pacific grows in geopolitical importance, these carrier groups will play a critical role in shaping security, stability, and influence across the region. Thank you for your time and attention. Stay informed, stay inspired, and good luck on your journey ahead. Jai Hind.